Warning: the following program contains strong language and graphic scenes of violence. Parental guidance is advised.
Picture Theodore and George. They've been tracking a CSS from Greenaway for 4 hours on foot. He has taken a hostage. Let's say, for example, a young girl. Theodore tired, Theodore scared, Theodore with no one but George. In other words, Theodore happy. George and Theodore find the CSS and he's pointing his gun at the girl. They try to talk him out of shooting, but eventually Theodore realises it's too late. Theodore reaches for his gun, but the CSS notices and shoots the girl. Then Theodore shoots him. George cares too much, and Theodore cares too little. And do you know what Theodore does next? He leaves, because he knows he can't save everyone. Sometimes victims just can't be saved. I just wasn't ready to accept that.
Cracking tune, Theodore. Very groovy. Don't it for a minute, would you?
Yes.
It's a foul day today, isn't it? What are you doing in so early? Oh no, wait. Don't tell me. Coursework. Very good.
What are you doing in so early?
Oh, I was just working over at the art room, finishing off my sculpture. I've got a bone to pick with you. You said you'd come by and see it, and I haven't seen you.
Well, I was just, nice scarf. I've got a minute, though. I can just,
Oh no, not now. But I haven't finished it. I'd better go. But come by the art room any time and have a look at the sculpture. You're very welcome, and you're gonna love it.
I could see it now. I could see it now if you want. He's gone.
Morning!
Courtney, isn't this a bit early?
Well, you know how it is. Lots to analyse. You should be getting sleep too, you know.
What sleep? No idea.
I don't get much of it myself nowadays.
You know, in light of recent events, I understand if you want some time off. Go back home, watch Peppa Pig or whatever fetus-based show that's hip nowadays.
No. Since Melissa Since the Tina Crest case, the job is the only thing keeping me sane. Please don't take it away from me.
If you want to talk about anything, just let me... Scrap that, not me. Just let George, no, or Alexis. But any of us. But not me. If you do want to talk about anything.
Yeah, sure. Have you found anything for us today?
Nothing new, but the governors have just informed me, polite as ever, that we need to start working on that serial killer before there's another body and we can't keep the case back from the media.
Are you going to call in the cavalry?
Oh, yes.
No, I think Vessel was meant to be a blurry place. Hey, we got your text. Apparently we're finally going to start working on that serial killer case, right?
Oh, it's too bloody early for serial killers.
No. This is urgent. On a less urgent note, however, the governors have decided to change a few things about the way we work. Courtney will now be presenting the cases instead of me. Apparently I have problems verbally. Too insincere or something.
You? Never.
Courtney?
Hello, crime fighters. All of you should now have the crime scene photos on your respective devices. And George, there's a paper copy for you just next to the filing cabinet. Should we get started?
Yes, hurry up.
Right you are. So, all of us know about that serial killer that's been killing for the past few months. 3 bodies now, the worst case we've ever had.
Yeah, and the governors want us to deal with it now. We can't sweep it under the rug any longer.
Therefore, we have our first serial killer, a serial criminally sophisticated student, or SCSS.
That's a fast kill rate.
And an interesting ritual.
Art killing.
Yeah, looks like it. 3 victims, Leon Walsh, Year 11, Gary Lidlon, Year 8, Rani Chandra, Year 12.
So age and race isn't important to the CSS, that's not what this is.
SCSS.
Sorry.
Is everyone just ignoring the missing arms or what?
No, I did notice that. That is bizarre.
The arms must be important.
Right, so here's what we're going to do. Courtney, search through the backgrounds of just about everyone.
Everyone?
Yes, everyone. Everyone that was related to the 3 victims we have. Friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, family members, pets, you name it. And you need to work it out now.
Don't worry, Courtney. What Theodore actually meant to say was, take your time.
And what about me?
You... go home.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, clearly your head's not in the right place and you won't be able to deal with this case, so go home.
My head isn't in the right place. Theodore, of course it isn't. We just watched a little girl being burnt alive in a shed by someone you had the nerve to flirt with.
Yes, and clearly you can't deal with it and I can, which is why you're going to go and I will stay.
That's unfair.
George, are you going to let her talk to me like that? Fine. You know what's unfair? It's the fact that I'm getting the blame for all of this.
But you could have saved her.
Alexis, let me tell you a little something about this job, about life. Yeah, you can't save everyone.
Get out while you can, George.
What? I'm in the right, aren't I? Her head's not in the right place.
You were right, but you could have said it a bit more sensitively.
Don't start. Don't storm out at me too.
No, don't worry about me. I can't fight Stockholm Syndrome.
Stockholm.
What are we doing?
Right, well, these seem to be some sort of ritualistic art killing, so we may as well go to the art expert of Greenaway, Mr. Perkins, see if he has any interesting ideas.
To his art room?
To his art room.
Enter! Ah, Theodore, James.
Actually, that's John.
Hey, Perky!
So, what have you 2 young'uns come to me for? Seeking counsel in the mystical ways of the paintbrush?
Not exactly. We have some photos that we'd like you to take a look at.
And these photos are of...
Well, that's...
Bodies, corpses, crime scenes.
Ace, let's take a look. And this is an academic interest in the work of a notorious killer?
Something like that.
Can you tell us anything?
Well, they're brutal parodies of famous works of art. I guess that's why you came to see me. This one is Leonardo da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. And this one, I think this one is The Creation of Adam by Michelangelo. Poorly executed, but intriguing.
Let me ask you this. What do you make of the brooms for arms on the Vitruvian Man?
Ah, that's intriguing. I noticed that. Wait a minute. It's not here. An A-level student submitted a piece of work recently that was made entirely out of brooms, brush sticks and handles, that kind of thing.
That sounds awful.
Yes, it wasn't one of her better pieces.
So who submitted the work?
Well, that's just it. It was my favourite student, Sarah Barnes.
We should probably look into this Sarah Barnes then.
Yeah, probably, and quickly. Governors are on my case. That'll be them now. Worse. Courtney. Courtney, any progress? We really need to solve this.
Okay, so I'm trying to look into all these students, but there's way too many, and there's too much to do, and too many variables, and the parameters are too wide. Do you have any idea how many friends of how many friends of how many girlfriends of how many people there are in this godforsaken school? Too many. That's how many. Plus, they must have upped their security. I'm finding it hard to get into the student records. The school has never had firewalls this good before. Even Maria Sakalov could hack into Greenaway Secure Network. I hate it.
Rambling. What do you need?
So, I was thinking, how do I get past a firewall? And then I thought, what doesn't have firewalls? Paper records. Paper records of Greenaway High student logs. I could read through them easily.
Sending the paper records now.
Much appreciated. Toodaloo, Scrooge.
What's going on? Paper records?
Courtney needs you and your books at Orwell. Greenaway High student logs. I'll work the case here from the crime scene room and look into the Sarah Barnes thing extra thoroughly. And whilst you're there, give Courtney a 5-knuckle face crunch from me. Twice. One either side.
What made you like this?
Nothing made me like this. I made me.
Exactly, you won't change for anyone. I know that more than most. I know you're under a lot of pressure with Alexis and this team and the governors, but you're your own man, so be our teacher, Theodore, or be our boss, be our friend, or be none of it. You don't owe us anything, you never did. And that's another thing, no matter what happens, no matter how many people leave, you'll always have me, right?
Go.
Okay.
See you on the other side.
You bet.
Perkins.
What are you doing here?
Theodore told me to come. I'm the paper records.
What? This is a primary school. How do you even get in?
I told them I was an assistant teacher. It was easy. You've got a rubbish head teacher.
Tell me about it.
It's weird sitting in this place. Usually I just hear you over the phone. It doesn't look like I thought it would. Why'd you have a bed? How come no one's ever noticed this place in a school?
Can you help me, please?
Right. Yes, sorry. Me and Theodore have a lead on a one Sarah Barnes. She may be our CSS.
CSS.
Right. Sorry, we should look into it. You keep trying to break your firewalls and I'll have a look through the student logs.
You can't possibly find her in all of those books.
On a bet.
You found anything?
Yeah, there's a weird thing here. Student records for Sarah Barnes. Until 4 months ago, she had a spotless behavioural record, more than spotless, exemplary, better than mine. Until 4 months ago, her grades just plummeted, along with detentions, arrests, theft, vandalism, you name it.
So what made her life plummet?
Shall we find out?
I think we should.
lesser mortal might think you were stalking me, Theodore.
I've just got a few questions for you. Do you take sugar?
6, please.
Oh, of course. We're out of sugar.
Oh. Oh, well, never fear. I've bought my special sugar cube.
Well, this is nice. You, me, tea and
Scones.
scones, yes. Ooh. So, murder.
Isn't this exciting?
Real name of the BTK killer. 3, 2, 1, go! Dennis Rader. Okay, I definitely won that one.
No way, it was a draw.
Face it, George. Google is faster than books.
Well, you say that, but we drew every time.
My program has finished breaking through the firewall. We're in. Now we can really dive into Sarah Barnes' student logs.
What do we have here then?
Attendance, grades. Oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting.
What is it?
4 months ago, Sarah Barnes' grades dropped in all her subjects except art. Her grades improved in art from a D to an A star.
Who's her art teacher?
Franklin Perkins.
Mr. Perkins, Theodore's favourite teacher. He was the one who told me and Theodore it was Sarah Barnes who committed the murders. I think we should warn Theodore.
Oh, there's something else. The register. Sarah Barnes. She never turned up to school today. Unauthorised absence.
So where is she?
Do you mind?
Oh, sorry, Alexis.
How do you know my name?
I go to Greenaway, sixth form. I've seen you around.
Right.
Shouldn't you be at school?
Shouldn't you?
No. I got the day off by Franklin, my art teacher. Coursework.
That doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. In reality, Franklin sent me home to kill you. Theodore sent you home, did he? I'm not surprised. You always wear a loose cannon.
How do you know about Theodore?
Well, me and Franklin have had your basement bugged for quite a while. You really should up your security. Oh, Alexis, you're a clever girl. But don't try and fight back. It'll just be embarrassing for everybody. Oh! You bitch.
So you're telling me that our delightful Sarah Barnes is killing Greenaway students?
Me and my friend think so, yes.
God, who'd have thought it? Sarah Barnes, a murderer. Such a nice, sweet girl.
Yes, it would seem a little unlikely.
Improbability, dear Theodore, that is what makes life so sweet.
So it seems.
So, am I to be detained much longer?
One last thing. Were you and Sarah close?
Very close. She was my favourite student, as I said.
Good at art, was she?
The best. Well, apart from that horrendous broom thing. But
Good enough to kill for it?
it would seem so. But I have a question for you now. Those photographs you showed me, the arms were missing. What would Sarah Barnes need all those human arms for?
Who knows? crazy people do crazy things.
That must puzzle you, though, intrigue you. You must want an answer.
That is my job, yes.
Your job?
My hobby.
Ah, so the rumours are true. Theodore Smith is a Greenaway agent. You know, when I was very young, just a little boy, that used to be my dream job. Franklin Perkins, law enforcement.
Funny, I found the heroes to be a little dull. I fancied myself some sort of maniacal supervillain one day.
Such a damn shame you had to grow up, Theodore.
Isn't it just?
The thing about growing up is it twists you, moulds you into something you never thought you could be as a child. Something that scares your young self. Adulthood could make even the sweetest little cherub do unspeakable things as a man.
And you know of anything in particular?
I think it's time you saw my sculpture.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
That's the thing with loose cannons. They're the sort of thing you don't pick fights with.
There's more to me than just muscle, Alexis. You, on the other hand,
Perkins, turn around and come back here. Step away from the lake.
Are you going to shoot me like you did that Malcolm Maxwell boy?
Don't you dare. I aimed for his leg.
Well, then you're a bloody bad shot.
Don't mock me. Me and my Luger never make mistakes. Why did you throw that statue on me? Why would you waste all your hard work?
It's the Americans, you see.
Don't blame this on the Americans.
Ah, no, you don't understand. They paid me a lot of money for that contract. $6 million. How do you turn that down? What's the point of saving a couple of cheap children's lives for $6 million?
Keep your distance, stay back, don't come any closer.
I don't care about that sculpture anymore. I'm on to bigger and better things. Do you know? I've got the most brilliant idea. It's prunes. Sarah Barnes and I are going to work on it together, and we could even do it in prison. The brilliance of rooms is that you can get thousands on a canvas. I think we could make millions. Do you get how amazing? I don't understand why people don't get some of my art.
You'll be better off in prison.
So, Perkins was completely crazy by the end.
Oh yeah, absolutely loopy.
It's hard to believe that any Americans would want to buy that sculpture.
No, George, it wasn't the Americans. The Americans don't exist.
What, the Americans don't exist?
No, they do exist, but just not on this content.
Context.
Context. That's the one, not in this context. Besides, Mr. Perkins was crazy. Got Sarah Barnes to do whatever he wanted, and then cue the brooms and all sorts. Not licorice all sorts, but just all sorts.
Well, I mean, at least Mr. Perkins is in jail now, you know, locked up, and Sarah Barnes is too. That's good, we did good. Alexis did good.
She did alright. I mean, I did good. In fact, I did really good, possibly my best work.
She's leaving, isn't she?
Yeah. Tomorrow morning. Why do you ask? Do you want to take the weight off my shoulders? You can sack her for
No,
me.
that's not what I was saying.
Oh, George, stop. Remember what I said.
No physical
contact, because
we are
just
friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Celebrate. Oh, George, when did you buy this?
What do you mean?
You know wine's supposed to get better with age. That tastes like it's fresh out of the shops.
Fresh out of Tesco.
No, George, it's not funny.
Wait, guess who? Is this a 1402?
Is that Mike?
Sauvignon Blanc.
Oh, it's me.
From the vineyards of Venice.
Whoa, slow down. The mocking was fine. In fact, it was great. I would give you a mocking medal if there was one. But the fact that you pick up a glass with coffee in it, I can make fun of that all night. That's a mocker, isn't it? I'm mocking your mocker. It's a mockety mocker. I can mock it all day long. That's mockable in a cup. Look at you mocker.
Hard rain is falling, and the way is too faint to be seen.
Hey.
Hey.
In the dark,
You're leaving, aren't you?
I'm sorry, George. I just can't do this.
I mean, I understand. You're just not as messed up as the rest of us.
That doesn't mean I won't miss any of you. Well, most of you. Why are you giving me this?
Well, because I want you to have it.
I can't. That chess set was your parents'.
I know, but you were right. I can't keep playing a ghost. Without this, I won't be able to play, and I guess I just wanted to give you something to remember me by.
we will march ever on.
Bye.
We will march ever on.
Oh, Alexis. You I've got this.
Thanks.
Don't forget me.
No.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, and Theodore, I just wanted to say.
I know, you're leaving. Fuck off.
There's an imposition in my mind's imagination. The hope and the choke I'm smoking, them at the basement. This is not rap, this is not hip hop. Just another attempt to make the voices stop. Rapping to prove nothing, just writing to say something. Cause I wasn't the only one who wasn't rushing to saying nothing. This doesn't mean I lost my dream. It's just right now I got a really crazy mind to clean. Can you save my every dirty soul? Can you save my every dirty soul?
We got your text.
Theodore, it's late. What's going on now?
I'm about to tell you two something that will change the way this team works forever. Allow me to introduce to you the League of Lost Prophets.